Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday evening. You see the title, Charlamagne files cease and desist against Donald Trump over the campaign ad that was running during NFL games and college football games as well. The cease and desist, according to Yahoo News, was filed this Monday, and it's with regards to Vice President Kamala Harris and her statements going back to 2019 about federal funding for transgender reassignment surgery and other things, removal of hair, and funded by taxpayers. So I'm going to try to be as objective as possible. I'm not a Breakfast Club watcher, as you know, but I did watch the ad with regards to the Trump campaign because they put out this ad, and that's where the cease and desist came from by way of Charlemagne, okay? They took a snippet of what he said on the Breakfast Club. I'm not going to say the Breakfast Slop, the Breakfast Club, okay? And I did go back and I watched that. So they used this audio of Charlemagne, and it seems to co-sign what Trump is saying with regards to the position, or the now changed position, of Kamala Harris. You're going to have to correct me if I say something wrong. I just don't know what's going on at the Breakfast Club like that on a daily basis. All right. So I watched, again, Charlemagne, and he was sitting with DJ Envy and the female whose name I forget, but she does a great job. She comes by way of TMZ. She's been filling in for Just Hilarious. Now, Charlemagne did sound, when he addressed the ad, he didn't sound in favor of the federal funding for transgender affirming care and other things. Now, did he get caught? Did he get exposed? I don't know. I want you guys to tell me. Or was he just sitting around talking jive, as people do in the urban world? That's an old saying, talking jive, talking a little smack, and it's not what they are positioning it to be. And he filed a cease and desist because he just doesn't fuck with Trump. Now, objectively speaking, I just don't fuck with certain people. And if you get a copyright strike from me, well, okay, I said something, or you have some footage of me, but I just don't fuck with you, and I don't want your audience. So I can be objective and say, if that's what Charlemagne did, hey, I can respect that. But again, I don't know. All right. So that's my main topic this evening. And with regards to the gender affirming care, that's been going on through the Trump administration, left over by the Obama administration. They did change around a few things. The Trump administration, more so the word necessary, okay? Necessary hormone therapy, other things with regards to, men and females based upon your chromosomes, whether you are, whatever you're transitioning to, this care, if you're tucking your penis, removing your penis, or it's very complicated. This, again, has been in place during the Trump administration, to be fair, right? But the new terms and moving forward things, they want to position this different, okay? Also, guys, I've got to take my time with this showrunner. Holy smokes. If you say the wrong thing, you're going to have problems. I don't think anybody is more gangster than comic book. Comic book. Well, the old word is nerds. There's many more words since then. Comic book nerds, geeks, or sneakerheads. Good evening, troll babies. Who would you say is more gangster? Who would you say is more gangster? Back in the days, sneakerheads used to shoot people online when you're waiting in line for the exclusives. They used to break into malls. I used to do those stories. So, I don't want to say the wrong thing. The Blade reboot franchise, let me take my time, okay, has been indefinitely suspended. Marvel Studios announced this, an indefinite suspension. I only have my theory. I do not know. Let me pull my notes. Hold on a second. Now, is this part of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe? Okay. Not to be confused with DC Universe or DC Extended. I don't know. All this shit is crazy. This is Marvel, pardon me. And the franchise itself, let's go back to 1998, starring Wesley Snipes. That was Blade. Blade 2 came out in 2002. Blade Trinity came out in 2004, okay? So, hold on a second. In May of 2013, Marvel had a working script for a new Blade film, and Wesley Snipes showed interest in 2015, but they decided to go with somebody else, the guy named Ali. I can't pronounce his first name. Okay, great actor. But since then, since they had a working script, and I don't know if they shot any scenes or not, out comes Deadpool and Wolverine in 2024, and a smash, a box office smash. Yes, no? How am I doing, guys, in the live chat? So did that have something to do with the Blade reboot being put on hold? I need somebody on the lines right now to break this down. Is that what happened? Or did they decide that, it's trash, and they just said, well, let's just put it on the shelf? And or are they going to rethink bringing Wesley Snipes back? Now, is he too old, realistically? If you ask me, no, because Robert Downey Jr., we're all from the same era. Myself, I forget how old Wesley Snipes is. I'll Google it. Just give me a second. And Robert Downey Jr., who played Iron Man over the years, I don't think Wesley Snipes is too old. And I did see him in Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought he did a good job. Yes, no, maybe? Let's get a crack in here and break this down because, again, if you say the wrong thing, you got problems, all right? All right, and I also want to have a discussion here late night going into, it's still Wednesday evening going into Thursday morning. Bronny James. Can anybody give me a Bronny James update? The Most High, are you out there, sir? The Lakers' first game. I just saw a little snippet. Bronny was wide open. LeBron gave him the ball. And the nigga shot a brick. Oh, God. Florida boy Jay said he did okay on defense. I don't know. My question to you, does Bronny James have a sneaker deal? I saw some story with him and his dad and the cereal in Bronny's car. Okay. So I want to talk about that. And also, let me see. I need someone to assist me with some Facebook marketing. We'll talk about that later, okay? Oh, I think that's the Most High. We got to talk tonight. Area code 347, the Most High. Is that you, sir? Is that the Most High? Peace. Let's take our time. Did you see Bronny James' debut with the Lakers? I heard he was wide open. He missed it. What's going on?
Nah, yo, Star. Yesterday was the first NBA Bring Your Kid to Work Day ever on primetime TV.
Okay.
For real. This is a total travesty, and the NBA is cooked, man. It's over. The NBA lost all credibility as of last night, in my opinion. It's over. It's now a LeBron James reality TV show, and it's poorly directed and produced at that.
Well, the Lakers won. Yes, their debut opener.
Nah, they did. Yeah. They definitely did.
Okay.
They were home.
I just want to know about Bronny. What did Bronny do? How many points? How many assists? How many?
No points, no assists. He ran around. He might have got a little bit of sweat on his jersey, maybe, possibly. His first shot was like a tap and rebound, but Rudy Gobert put that to the backboard. So much for his first shot being.
Who's Rudy Gobert? For those who don't know, let's talk in layman's terms. Everybody doesn't watch basketball. Who's Rudy Gobert?
Rudy Gobert is the 7'2" French center for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay.
He's definitely one of the better shot blockers in the NBA, and he's like a multiple time defensive player of the year in the NBA as well.
Okay. All right. So now the Lakers won, and they didn't beat up on a scrub team. They won. Yes, they beat the Timberwolves.
They did, but Bronny was no factor in that game.
Okay.
In all honesty, he was no factor in the game. They checked him, LeBron in for LeBron started the game, but they took him out the game. Second quarter, 4 minutes left in the second quarter. They put LeBron back in the game and Bronny in for the first time. And, pretty much, I don't want to say a standing ovation, but it was a pretty loud ovation from the crowd or whatever the case. Most of the crowd was supporting it. They were home in the crypto arena. So it's understood. It was the perfect place to try to pull something like that off. And in terms of garnering home fan approval, they did that.
Crowd favorite. Okay, so now that was the first game. Does he have a sneaker deal yet? I don't know. I saw some type of ad with LeBron James and Bronny and a bunch of cereal in the car. That was crazy. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. No sneaker deal, but he did sign an NIL with Nike in 2022. Okay. So he's already been under the Nike umbrella. He does not have a signature shoe, but he is under contract with Nike. Okay. So yeah. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of improvement for him to even be considered for a signature shoe. That's usually reserved for superstars and exceptional players. Yeah.
I think Bronny James will have a sneaker deal before this season ends. Anyway, okay. Well, look.
Oh, nah.
Anything else we need to know? I don't want to do a whole sports segment here, but Angel Reese, is she leaving the WNBA or is that fake news?
I just saw something on that today. I wasn't able to get clarity on that. I didn't even dive into the story fully. I did see it on somebody's thumbnail. Right. I just didn't dive in. And in all actuality, I'm still trying to figure out why the Knicks got slapped around the way they got slapped around last night. But, it is what it is.
Hold on a second. Left-hander, are you there, sir? Because we have to talk about the new Knicks song. What is it? Go, New York, go, New York, go, right? You know about that or no?
Yeah. Nah, man. I went right to the game yesterday. I thought the Knicks actually were going to have a better showing than what they had yesterday. It was the ring ceremony in Boston for the Celtics winning their 18th championship. Usually teams get beat up at home during the ring ceremonies. A lot of teams have taken a fall, and even though there was a lot of anticipation and excitement behind them having the rings delivered to them for winning the championship the previous season, the Celtics jumped out on the Knicks on the first quarter, was hitting a bunch of threes. They almost set the NBA record for threes yesterday. So,
okay.
Yeah, seriously. But one thing I'm going to say about Boston real quick is that they
I don't want to go too far off course here. I just wanted a Bronny James update. We can get back to Boston another time. Anything with regards to the new Blade film being delayed indefinitely? I got to pull it back to the topics.
Nah, but you know what? It seems like some of the movies being made based upon comic book characters or whatever. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes and whatever the case. Like what character was the Creed 3 actor supposed to play in? And they never.
I have no idea, but if you don't know, it's best to just say I don't know, because if you screw this up with the MCU and Blade, you're gonna have issues. Just say I don't know.
I don't want no smoke. But Star, one last thing on Bronny, please. One last thing.
Come on.
At the end of the day, the reason why I say the NBA is pretty much cooked because of this, because at the end of the day, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is nepotism that happen. White folks do this all the time or whatever the case is. Nah, this is not the same thing. And if that's the case, why even go through the process of going to high school and playing? Why AAU? Why college? What's the use of even being an exceptional player and being the best player in the best league in the world if you could just pull your son up when he hasn't really even done anything? You know what I'm saying? So
I hate to cut you short. I got to take other calls. I want Bronny James updates, man. Please keep me in the loop, man.
I got you.
I appreciate you.
I got you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Peace.
Yeah. Now is not the time to be talking about nepotism. Bronny James hit the floor yesterday. It's on and popping. Peace. Left-hander, how are you, sir, on a late night? Peace.
Hey, yo, peace. What's good?
Go New York, go New York, go. Is that the revised New York chant for the Knicks?
Well, first of all, check this out. I'm not really interested in no new song. I'm interested in making some baskets.
Okay.
Last night was not that. Okay. I'm not really here to talk about no Go New York song. I'm not here to talk about no flashy lights and bells and whistles. Check this out. I'm gonna give you some money, bro. They got their ass busted, straight like that, out the frame, from the door. So I'm not really here to talk about the Go New York song and all that nonsense. You can have it. You can keep it.
Okay.
You dig?
Well, listen.
Get your thing together, right?
I gotta jump in. I did not see the game. I don't want to kick.
I did.
Okay. I don't want to kick the Knicks back in too early. I was really just trying to get some Bronny James updates. Anything with regards to his, debut that made you say there's potential there? Florida Boy Jay said he did okay on defense. Bronny James.
Listen, man, check this out. I appreciate you let me rock, man, on some late night. I was watching League Pass, as I do. Bronny James to me is kind of like, at this point in the game, man, it's like a novelty, right? Really not a fact at all. I'm not really here for that. It's to sell tickets. Every game is a historical event as far as LeBron is concerned. The main takeaway is going to be, his son was on the court with him. That's a great thing for Black fathers and fathers in general. I get it. All right. So when are we going to focus on what this guy needs to do to improve his game? Okay? Because the coattail thing is fine. The nepotism thing is what it is. That's built in. But when are we going to get this dude to a situation where he can really contribute? Because that's what it's all about.
Is it fair to say?
So if he's not,
is it fair to say, you're cutting the shit short tonight? You're salty because the Knicks lost. If that's the case,
yeah, I mean, you could describe it like that if that's what you want. I mean, Tampa Bay lost Monday night too, so I'm really tight.
Wow, the Bucks lost also. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, the Bucks lost on Monday night. I'm really tight. So again, but I'm good though, because Friday night game 1 of the World Series. So that kind of smooths everything over. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Game 1 of the World Series, Yankees and the Dodgers. I'm hyped to charge. First time in 15 years.
I'm going with the Dodgers. I'm going to Dodgers.
Going with the Dodgers?
Yeah.
As it is your American right to do what you want to do. I'm going with the Yankees. Okay. Yankees in 7.
Right. Okay.
Huh?
Okay. I got to ask you about that song, though. Why are they so hyped? Now, you know what I'm talking about.
You got to ask the fresh baby breaths, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask them. I mean, again, at the end of the day, it's something nice. But, to me, it's just more hype and more ado about nothing. Go New York, go. Where we going?
Well,
where we going?
I saw that Dougie Fresh redid the song. Yes, or he's involved in it.
I guess so. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in that.
Okay, all right.
That's not going to help the Knicks win 55 games. Help them lock down a home court advantage in the Eastern Conference. Right. That Go New York. So where are they going? What are they doing? So again, yeah, man, I'm kind of feeling a type of way, but it's all good. Gotcha. But again, I think the focus is on the wrong thing. Right. Why are they focusing on some Go New York song when they couldn't stop the Boston Celtics from doing whatever they wanted to do to them?
All right.
So again, I'm saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
No. I'm letting you rock. But listen, I gotta shift.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk about the Knicks, too much. I gotta get back to the main topic.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, man,
good.
Great to hear from you. Game 1 World Series is Friday. Yes.
Yes. Game 1 World Series is Friday night, Dodger Stadium. Mm-hmm. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. Jack Flaherty for the Dodgers, and we'll talk, man. Down there in Sports Talk Tuesday nights, 8 to 9. Yes, appreciate you.
Thank you. Okay.
Shout out. Peace.
Okay. Wow, left-handed. He sounds salty. Sheesh. Guys, my main topic, Charlamagne files cease and desist against Donald Trump over the ad campaign that thousands, perhaps millions of people saw, running during NFL games and college football games. Charlamagne appears to not coincide with what Vice President Harris says with regards to taxpayers' dollars being used for transgender prisoners, different procedures, therapy, and other things. He did say it, on the Breakfast Club. Guys, what's going on with Jess Hilarious? She out? Did she have her baby? And is she coming back, or did she say, "I'm out of here. This shit is trash"? We go to area code 215. Late night 215. Charlamagne has filed a cease and desist. Are you up to speed? 215.
Yeah, I'm here. Speak up.
Hello.
All right. Why is Charlamagne caping so hard for Kamala Harris, who's about to lose?
I'm not
He
sure.
is going.
I'm asking the question, and I'm trying to be objective here. I'm not a Breakfast Club watcher or listener. He was kicking her back in a year or so ago, right? And then he got on board. He and most of his team, I guess. Did you see the ad that we're referring to?
I seen the original ad. I didn't see what Charlamagne had to do with it.
Okay.
I seen Charlamagne when he made his comment about, okay, yeah, when airing that during football is really going to, could possibly sway people's opinion.
Right.
And I seen him when Charlamagne was saying that he was surprised when he was informed that she advocated for gender surgery in prisons. So I did see that. I can't believe that he's caping so hard. Again, it's weird because she's definitely going to lose. She's going to lose Michigan. She has to win North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. She's definitely going to lose Michigan. And he flipped the switch, lesser charge that is. He flipped the switch, jumped on her side. He did when he asked her, "Is God God is good?" and she said the wrong thing.
Yeah.
He pretended like she said the right thing.
Right. She was supposed to say all the time. Anybody who's black or half black knows that God is good all the time, right?
And she said every day, all the time. She got it wrong, and he just was like, "Oh, I had to make sure you got it right." Like, what's going on? Like, what? Why? Is she gonna give him a pardon or something? Did she promise to give him a pardon?
Okay. Well, now are you a consistent Breakfast Club watcher? Because I just saw the video. Is there more context to what he said? He was talking with NBA. And what's the female's name? I should have her name. She does a good job. You know what I'm talking about? She's filling in for Jess. What is her name?
I don't watch the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
Man.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm not into Charlamagne. He's a Democratic shill. He completely, like you say, he completely switched side. He's completely, again, he has no knowledge of politics to put him on the platform to speak about politics for anyone. He knows he's a high school dropout. He has a GED. Why is he on the Daily Show? Why is he interviewing Kamala Harris? Why is he put up there as the black spokesman for politics when he's like he has a GED?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, and that's what I'm
Lauren LaRosa. Let me write her name down. I mean, I'm not a watcher of that platform either, but from what I could see, she does a good job. Continue on.
Okay, yeah. So as far as him filing a cease and desist, it doesn't matter. It's over. She's going to lose. He can file a cease and desist November 5th. It's over. There's no way she can win. They're already putting in place excuses for why she's going to lose. There's no way she can win. There's no way. She has to sweep.
Did you vote, sir, or are you going to vote?
I vote down ballot.
Okay.
So I'm going to vote. I'm just not voting for president. I just write my name in.
Okay. I voted myself. I got my little sticker right here. It says voted.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as LeBron and Bronny, beautiful thing. It happens all the time. We see Bill Walton. He had his son on the Lakers. What's my man? Doc Rivers. He had his son playing. We see nepotism in this form in sports all the time, not only on the field, but especially off the field.
Yeah. I'm not even tripping off that anymore. I want Bronny James updates. But listen, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for the information. Thank you so much.
My man, you take it easy.
Thank you. Okay. That's her name. Lauren LaRosa, right, guys? Is Jess Hilarious coming back? Does anybody know? Blade, I got your... Did you send in a donation, Blade, or an email? Oh, okay. Listen, I've been to multiple Yankees games over the decades. I've supported them. I just say, I want something different now. I want to see the Dodgers get it in. Terrence, I got your donation. Did you see the MA? Okay. Are you calling in, sir? Terrence, if not, thank you for your donation. You go to area code 786. Thank you for your patience. We're having a discussion tonight with regards to a cease and desist filed by a lesser charge, a.k.a. Charlemagne. Are you up to speed, sir? Or ma'am? Yes, no, maybe. 786, are you there? If not, we have to keep it pushing. Let me go to 315. 315, are you there? Late night. We're talking about a few topics. How are you?
Good. How you, Star?
Good. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Blade, because actually I think I know what's going on there. With they're basically going into a part called Secret Wars.
Okay.
If you watch the movies, like if you see Iron Man is now playing Dr. Doom. Right. So they're going into Sinister Six. They're going into, like, if you watch the end of the Spider-Man movie, it's all Sinister Six characters. So Blade's going to be part of that story instead of having, like, his own movie.
Now, when you say Blade, are we talking Wesley Snipes or the guy named Ali? And how do you pronounce his first name, the guy who's been tapped to play the new Blade?
I don't know the new guy. I think it's going to be Wesley because they had him in that Wolverine Deadpool thing.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think I think just the movie itself, like, they're going in the direction of a lot of characters. The Secret War involves, like, everybody, basically.
Do you really know this world, sir? Because you can't get this wrong. People will literally tear you apart in the comments, the rebroadcast, and in the live chat. Do you know this DC universe?
Yeah. I'm pretty like well versed in it.
What is the difference between the DC universe and the DC extended? If I'm even saying that right.
I'm into Marvel, right? I don't watch all the DC. I know all the characters. I know the differences, but I'm into more the Marvel, the Thanos, and all that. That's why I called in for the Blade.
Okay.
Because that's more my speed.
Okay. In the Marvel MCU, in that world, Tom Holland, he plays Spider-Man, yes?
Yeah.
He just looked at the script, the new script for the upcoming Spider-Man film. Is he going to have a gay love scene? He said he wouldn't mind playing one, right? Tom Holland.
It wouldn't surprise me with Disney doing all those crazy things. I mean, it's not really a big deal anymore, I think, with all the gays.
But that's what he said, so I saw him say it. He said he's willing to take it in the ass as Spider-Man. Yes?
I didn't even see that, but it sounds right to me. It sounds like something that he might do.
I'm listening. Gay Spider-Man.
Yeah, it sounds like something that he might do, man. I don't know. To me, they're going the wrong way with all those movies. They need to get more into, like, Silver Surfer and all the other ones.
July 2nd, 2019, sir. IndieWire. Tom Holland open to Spider-Man coming out as gay. Here's your source. IndieWire, July 2nd, 2019. He's willing to take it on all fours. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Come on.
I never heard of that. That might be a real secret war that they got going on.
I just gave you the source. You don't take my word for it.
Sorry, you tripping.
No, listen. Tom Holland, Out Magazine wants a gay Spider-Man. Tumblr, there's multiples. Troll babies, yes. I'm not making shit up. Huh. Go ahead. Come on.
That's nuts though. That would be a tripped out movie. Well, look at all the Deadpool, all the gay stuff that they're saying in that. That would be like nothing. All that Deadpool movie was gay within itself.
Yeah.
That movie was trash with Wolverine.
Well, hang on. I didn't like it, but it was a huge box office success. Let's not kid ourselves.
It made dollars.
Big bank. Okay, so the Blade franchise. You're not sure if Wesley Snipes is coming back. You're just speculating. You're not sure, but they have put the new project on indefinite hold. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for the call, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Troll babies. He didn't know that Tom Holland wanted to play a gay Spider-Man. I don't think he really knows the MCU like he claims. Area code 601. Are you there? Late night, talking about a few topics.
Hey, good evening. Hey, good evening, Star. How you doing?
I'm good, sir. How about yourself? It's cracking.
Fine. I want to chime in on the Blade conversation.
Okay.
The character that was supposed to play Blade named Mahershala Ali.
Okay.
He was supposed to play Blade.
Okay. Good actor. Good actor.
Yeah, very good actor. Played in the Green Mile and a couple more movies. But the thing is that they can't get the storyline right for Blade. But what I think is going to happen is he's going to be introduced in a movie called The Marvel Sons. And basically who they are like just like supernatural characters like Ghost Rider, a couple of more characters, but they're called The Marvel Sons. So I think they're going to introduce him in that movie. It has nothing to do with Wesley Snipes being Blade because he's going to be too old to be Blade. So it's more of trying to get that storyline put together. Because Marvel's going to go on a run next year with the Brave New World movie and other movies that's coming out. So they're trying to lead up to the Doomsday movie. I mean, Doomsday or whatnot.
Wesley Snipes, according to Wikipedia, is 62. You say he's too old to play Blade anymore?
I think so, Star. Like I said, in the Deadpool movie, it was a surprise for everybody, unless you just, knew that the movie he was going to be in the movie, because nobody actually really knew about it, but the people probably did the movie, Ryan Reynolds and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was a shock when he came in the movie. But as you can see,
hang on, sir, he was Ryan Reynolds' pick. He called him. They're friends, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. But it was a bigger shock that he was in the movie because, like I said, those characters that were in that Deadpool Wolverine movie are kind of like lost Marvel characters. But I'm just saying that that's what the problem is. Like I said, they didn't have the right storyline, and be honest with you, try to probably introduce them to that Marvel Sons movie that's probably coming out in the next couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
But the character, but the guy named Mahershala Ali though is his name.
Okay. Now, didn't he play some gay character years ago?
It was what's the movie called? What's the movie called? I think he won an Oscar for that movie.
Yes, but he took it in the ass in that movie, didn't he?
I think so. I didn't see his stuff, but I know the movie you're talking about though. He did play a rainbow character. Yes, he did.
Okay.
One more.
Go ahead.
One more thing. So I know you got a lot of callers online.
I got time.
Last night.
Let's go. Come on.
Yes, sir. Well, last night, Bronny James, I think he'll probably end up going to the D League, even though his dad probably don't want him to go there. But it was just a spectacular last night to have the first father and son in basketball to be on the court at the same time. So if you're a father and things like that, if you play basketball, that's one thing you would want to happen in your life is to actually be able to play with your son. So it was a cool experience.
So I don't see Bronny James going to the D League. So where are you getting that from?
But G League, well, he's not going to be on the G League is the league below it, so he's not going to be on a regular season roster. Like he'll play in the G League to develop himself, then he'll move back up to the regular, roster and stuff like that.
Moonlight. The film we're talking about is Moonlight in 2016. This guy.
Yeah, Moonlight is the name of the film. Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah. So he went through that ritual door, and that's why they've tapped him to play Blade. But okay, listen, I appreciate the information. Wow. I could have sworn that Wesley Snipes did such a good job in Deadpool and Wolverine that they they got rid of the writers and the director and then said we gotta rethink this. No?
Well, but like I said before, Marvel is one of those type of things that want to always expand on things. So if you got Blade at 62 right now and trying to do more Blade movies, it wouldn't happen with Wesley Snipes. So I think they're going to probably recast the whole character all together and just come out with a new Blade, just everything. But I think he'll show up in a movie called Midnight Suns. I think that'll be the first time we'll see him.
Well, let me ask you one more question because you sound like a very knowledgeable man. Robert Downey Jr. is 59, and he's getting ready to play Dr. Doom. Is he too old to play that role?
Well, if you think about it, Dr. Doom was an older character anyways, like at that age. So, and we talked about this before about Robert Downey Jr. probably being one of the great American actors and stuff like that. But
you giving that white boy a pass? He's not too old?
Cool. Yeah, but what I'm saying, Star, is Dr. Doom, he's not going to be doing... Blade is a moving, shaking, and popping character. Dr. Doom is not like that. He's more of a sitting down in a chair being mythological and stuff like that.
How many times did they bring Schwarzenegger back for the Terminator roles? His old ass. And they did all sorts of computer work so he could look younger. Why can't they bring Wesley Snipes back?
Well, like I said, I don't think they would do that. If anything, they will probably give him like a farewell type deal and let somebody else take over. But again, like I said before, Wesley Snipes was the first person to put Marvel on because that was Marvel's first movie.
Yeah.
Cinematic movie. Yeah. So he actually put Marvel on the map to have all these movies that we have now. Yeah. So he is the pioneer of this thing.
Okay.
Because they didn't think that Blade was going to do well anyways. Yeah. They just threw it out there.
Right.
But come to find out, it did great.
Thank you for the call, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Hey, Shanice, thank you for tapping in, darling. Oh, you are much appreciated. Yeah, I didn't see that particular film. I remembered. I saw parts of it. Was it Moonlight? Some guy was on the beach, and another guy was digging in his crotch, and I said, "What the fuck is this?" That's where I know this guy from. Jack and the niggas tool, but yeah, thank you for the donation. T-Rob got your donation. Star. The comic book is The Midnight Suns. I think he's talking about Michael Clark Duncan in The Green Mile. You see, I heard him say The Green Mile, but I didn't want to say nothing. Yeah, the Michael Clark Duncan was in The Green Mile when he said, y'all gonna shut the lights off up in here? I was just scared of the dark, right? That was Michael. R.I.P. I was just scared of the dark. Yosef, shalom. Yosef, are you calling in? I want to update on what's going on in the Middle East. You go to the area code 778. Late night, are you there?
Shalom, baby.
Shalom. What's going on, man?
What's happening? Star, my man. I just got home from a run. I seen you live. It's great, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Charlamagne, man.
Well, hang on a second. Please don't send me long-ass emails. I'm a man of a certain age, all right? I appreciate the support. Before we get to Charlamagne, give me an update in the Middle East. Well, what's cracking with the sand niggers?
We're just blowing Lebanon to shreds now.
Come on.
We're moving in. We're moving in. We're going farther. We're going to greater Israel. We're looking at the greater picture, so we're going to greater Israel. I mean, unfortunately, I think a lot of people have accepted that, these hostages, I mean, I don't want to say it, but everybody kind of knows they're probably done like dinner after we popped every single one of the leaders. So, You know, you poke the bear, and these are the circumstances.
This is what you got.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
You're running around for fucking decades. Making
decades. No, decades. Talking about centuries.
Century. Yeah, you're running around for centuries. Making each other martyrs by way of martyrdom. And now it's a clapback. Yes.
Exactly. You got it. You know what's happening. You're the hater. Yeah. Hater never misses. But what's up with Charlemagne, man? Yo, Charlemagne's running the Bussy campaign or something. Like I looked into it, and the reason he wants this ad, he put the cease and desist because it's making Kamala seem like she is supporting taxpayer money going to transgender surgeries in prisons. And the fact that he wants to put a cease and desist order, and that's the headline, not Charlemagne loves Bussy, is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why is urban media, why is anybody supporting that is beyond me, but for someone in urban media and so on to be supporting that is crazy. Like, politics aside, my tax money should not go to someone who made a mistake and then goes to prison and then says, you know what, I want the easy way out. Let me cut my private parts off and go at life at a different angle. Like, that blows my mind. It blows my.
Now hang on a second. So I'm not a Breakfast Club watcher. He's saying that his comments were taken out of context.
Yes.
So maybe he just doesn't rock with Trump, and maybe he doesn't want him using his.
Well, of course, audio. He doesn't rock with Trump. He's probably paid off not to.
Of course. Of course.
It's just crazy to me, man. It's just it blows my mind. But it's the Bussy campaign.
Yeah,
it's the Bussy campaign.
Clearly.
That's what it is. And
clearly.
I just don't. Hey, that gladiator you took out, was it a Rubicon?
Easy. Why?
No, because I tried one of those gladiators out. They're nice, man. Like,
I like it.
Really did their thing with them.
I like it. Yeah.
No, it's nice. It's like the escalated Jeeps. It's fully kitted out. But I'm.
Yeah. I didn't get the works with it. I just, it's a newer model, but I rented one about 2 years ago, and I liked it, and I never forgot about it. And listen, when I go to Home Depot and Lowe's now, I can just throw stuff in the back, and I don't have to, vacuum out the cab and all that stuff. But hey, you in your email you said you worked on Mercedes-Benz cars or something like that. I scanned it.
Everything, man. At Porsche, Mercedes. I'm probably the first Jew to touch a German car like that. You know what I mean? Hitler's probably rolling in his grave every time I take one of those on the block, but that's how we do it, man.
Now, how old are you? You're early 30s?
27, sir.
27. Did you?
Yeah, I'm a baby boy.
How'd you learn how to work on Mercedes-Benz? Did you go to school?
Yeah, well, I took the basic, apprenticeship route, but how I got my hands or my feet in the door, is basically I started off as a shop helper working at a British car shop. Okay. So I worked on Land Rover, Jaguar, MGB, Aston Martin, just basics. And then I kind of just worked my way up. And then I worked on a shop on Porsches, Mercedes. Like I said, I got a 95 Benz sitting in my garage.
Nice.
Great car. And that's why I was trying to call in last night, because when you said motor mount and you said the model, I was like, because that's a common thing. So I was like,
easy. All right, look, man, good to talk to you. Keep me posted in the Middle East, man. I need some updates because I'm kind of swamped with a whole bunch of other stuff. But thanks for the update with regards to Charlemagne, because I don't watch your show, but stay in touch.
All right, man. Shalom.
Okay, shalom. All right. Yosef tapping in from the UK. All right. Area code 321. Thank you for your patience. I had to reset my phones. 321. Are you there? Right. 321.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm here.
How are you, man? What's cracking?
I just want to tap in. Matter of fact, let me look at it right here. This is my first time. I'm a real first caller.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a real first caller. It's me though. I've been I distributed a lot of times to the cast. You do an excellent job. What you do.
I appreciate you, man.
But I want to touch in on the Charlemagne thing, man. Man, I don't know what's up with Buddy.
Well,
you say what? What you say? I can't hear you.
I'm listening. Listen, I'm trying to be fair and objective here. Maybe he just don't rock with Trump and he don't want him using his content. I mean, listen, I give out copyright strikes. I mean, I can understand that if that's what it is. I just listen, man, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah. You don't have you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I distribute to your line a lot.
Okay.
You know, I just, you know, again, I think this is the first time I've ever been a caller that come through though.
Okay.
But buddy is buddy though. You know, like, you know, I even know the guy, but he, he's a shroom, man, certified.
So, sir, let's not do that. Don't make those accusations on my platform unless you're ready to go take the stand and go through a lawsuit. I'm not calling him that, sir. I mean, he was.
I said a shroom. I didn't call. Listen, man.
Well,
you know,
let's not use that. You know, that terminology, the pedo thing. I don't do that. You know, but let's bring it more so up to date with regards to what's going on with him and Trump. Do you watch the Breakfast Club show?
Man, not anymore. I stopped a while ago.
Okay.
Not anymore. Yeah, you know, I used to be a supporter of them, but after what's her name? The girl that left the show. I said, you know, I'm stepping off.
Just Angela Yee. I mean? Angela Yee.
Yep. Angela Yee. Yep.
I like Angela Yee. I've met her a few times. Pretty teeth. Oh man, pretty teeth.
Very respectful, you know what I mean? Very, very, very respectful. You're very honorable. Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, they tore that show down themselves though. Him and the guy that did the real estate fraud, allegedly, which I would say allegedly, and, you know.
Well, that's not allegedly. So you're talking about the spick scammer. He's a convicted spick scammer.
You bull crapping, man. No. You for real?
No. Cesar Pena is a convicted spick scammer. He was also distributing and smuggling heroin through Newark International Airport.
Oh my God!
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But now hold on a second. Where's Jess Hilarious? Did she quit?
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like I told you, they broke the whole club down. The club is gone, man. Ain't no club, man. That's not a club anymore, you know. But man, you know, I just
No, so I'm talking about Jess Hilarious, the female.
Actually, I'm shaking in my boots. I'm shaking my boots to get on the line just to holler at you at like this. You know, yeah, man. You know, very respectful.
No.
You know,
hang on, sir. Let's.
I play close attention.
Give me a second. Jess Hilarious. She took over for Angela Yee. What happened to her? Is she out on maternity leave? Where's she at?
You know. I mean, you tell me. I don't know. I have no idea.
I listen to Bloomberg Radio in the mornings. I don't listen to goddamn Breakfast Club.
No. You know, man. I've been, I give a big up to all y'all that do the right stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention. I pay close attention. Okay. It's just like, you know, it's a lot of strange things going on right now, man. A lot of strange things going on.
So I got to check other calls. I appreciate you, man. You said you have donated, man. Salute. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll tap back in when I ain't as nervous as I am.
That's okay. Thank you, man. Salute.
Yeah, salute.
All right. Okay. Area code 646. Late night, are you there? Charlamagne has issued a cease and desist to Trump. 646.
Yeah, what's going on, Mr. Tremaine?
Sir, we're having a little trouble hearing you. Are you under the covers? Why does it sound muffled?
No, I'm not under the covers at all. You hear me?
It sounds a little muffled, sir. Can you make the adjustments?
I'm good.
What type of headset?
You are the last.
Okay. He hung up. He said, no, I'm good. Oh, sheesh. It's not like he was under the covers, laying on his stomach with his feet in the air. Oh, child. Late night with the bullshit. 206. Are you there? 206.
Yo. Oh, what up?
Yo, what up?
Not much, man. Calling from Seattle, man, but I'm from New York.
Nice. Nice.
I want to touch on that Charlemagne topic really quickly.
Yeah.
So in my experience, because I've been listening to the Breakfast Club for, I want to say, at least 10 plus years.
As you should. As you should, Okay.
Coming from Long Island, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, I feel like he's been caping hard for the Kamala Harris campaign, for the DNC. Him and Envy had been, nonstop trying to beat it into the listeners' heads, who we should vote for and how bad Trump is. You know what I'm saying? The rhetoric is, nonstop when it comes to the Breakfast Club. Listening to them every single day without fail.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, man, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he got to be in their pocket. Like, they got to be, giving him some type of bread or something. You know what I'm saying? Because he's really, really going super hard, And the cease and desist situation, I feel like, he got embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? He said some things and they clipped it, and the other side clipped it and did what they did with it.
He was talking jive with the homies, talking a little smack. And he, 5 on the black hand side, and he said, whoa. It's not really what I meant, even though that is what he meant. I mean, I've got the quotes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you're saying.
But you know how to edit it. You know how they be editing things. You know what I'm saying? You say a certain thing and they gonna flip it, and make you sound, the way they want you to sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, you got to be very careful what you say when you're in the public light. And, Charlamagne is seeing that now. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was, agreeing with Trump or whether he was on the other side of, not agreeing with him. So, he threw the cease and desist out there for his lawyers. Hey, now they got to deal with it.
Okay. I don't mean to keep asking this question, but where is Jess Hilarious? Did she quit or does she contribute from home? What's going on with her?
I got my opinions about Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious is a beautiful black woman. You know what I'm saying? She's hilarious, as her name says, and stuff like that. But from what I understand, she went on maternity leave, and that's what it's understood to be right now. Is she is still on maternity leave, and Lauren LaRosa has taken her place in the meantime.
This we know.
In my opinion.
Go ahead. This we know.
Excuse me.
No, this we know. I mean, I had to Google it, but go ahead.
Yeah. So Lauren LaRosa is taking that spot, and in my opinion, I'm gonna say Lauren LaRosa has been killing it. She is very informative when it comes to topics. She does her homework. She doesn't blame the producers when she can't read certain words on the paper. You know what I'm saying? She goes hard in the paint when it comes to her journalism because she has that.
Where is she from? I didn't Google her information. Is she from the West Coast or East Coast? I don't know.
That's a good question. I think she went to, if I'm not mistaken, she keeps talking about Delaware State. So I think she went to Delaware. She went to an HBCU on the East Coast. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe she is from the East Coast somewhere.
Here's the real question. Why isn't Angela Rye the fill-in since Jess Hilarious is out on maternity leave? Why isn't Angela Rye in there? Because she ain't doing nothing to my knowledge. Wasn't she doing a podcast with the pole smoker who got caught with the white escort and the drug paraphernalia? Andrew Gillum, right?
I'm not too familiar. I can't really speak on it.
That podcast was trash. Are they Troll Babies?
Yeah, but
are they still doing that podcast? Let me Google it. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I am familiar with Angela Ryan. She does come up to the Breakfast Club every so often, and she is very informative when it comes to certain topics.
No, she's not. But go ahead. No, she's not. Go ahead.
A broken clock is correct twice a day, right? You know what I'm saying?
Stop it, sir. Stop it. Stop. She's trash. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, man, I feel like Lauren LaRosa is a good fit for the Breakfast Club when it comes to that aspect, man. So,
well, hey, man, I appreciate you tapping, and if you find out what's going on with Jess Hilarious, man, let us know, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Okay. You see, folks, I can be objective. Native Land with Angela Rye, Andrew Gillum, and whoever this other female is. Hey, well, what's the very contentious black woman's name is it Tesleen? Who I saw her on Revolt TV trying to fight people. Trying to fight people. Why don't they get her up there more often? But you know, she's served in the armed forces, so I appreciate that. What is her name? It's a Tesleen. She was trying to fight niggas on Revolt TV. Wouldn't let him talk. Tesleen Figueroa or Figaro. I don't know. Oh my God. A second, I'm gonna come back to this bullshit. 773 late night. Are you there? Talking about a few topics.
Yo, what up? This the Grimy Juice Star.
Hey, what's up, man? What's cracking?
Man, chilling, man. Yeah, that thing about Charlamagne. I mean, that whole show was the coonery buffoonery show. It is like the Rush Limbaugh for the ghetto. You know,
I wouldn't even give it that much credit. But now hold on a second. Now you listen to it, right? You watch it. You tune in.
No, man. I mean, I used to back in the day because I thought, you know, there was some cool hip hop. You know, they have like the artists up there. But with all the stuff that's been going on lately, man, it's crunch time. It ain't even no time to play around with all that. It's like, who cares about a rapper or what somebody rich is doing? If Trump don't get in office, it's going to be a problem out here, period. Communism and socialism ain't nothing to play with.
Okay. Listen, I'm a Trump supporter, but there is a chance that Kamala Harris can make it into that White House. I mean,
if she make it in that White House, it's going to be a problemo.
Do you really think so? Man,
now you don't think about it. It's going. You think she? Would you think she can hold up against China, Russia, or North Korea? No, with all that laughing and cackling, they ain't gonna play with her.
I'm listening.
They're not gonna play with her. When you're dealing with life and death, ain't no time for laughing. When you're dealing with life or death, ain't no time for opinions. You either get it right or you don't. It's like a sniper. Either you hit that mark or you don't.
Did you vote?
This is serious.
Did you vote or will you vote?
Man, is water wet? Are you serious? Man, I'm on the Trump train right now.
Sounds hot.
You know, so the thing is that,
Well, here's my sticker. I voted last Thursday. I'm
I'm all down for the bullshit. I'm all down for the troll babies and cracking jokes and all that, but we ain't no joking and cracking jokes if communism is in play, because it's going to be some problems out here in these streets, regardless of who win. If Trump win or she win, it's still going to be a problem out here. All on Twitter, they talking about how they trying to rig the elections out here in Chicago. You go there over here to the hood to try to vote. These people over there talking about who you voting for, the Republican, the Democrat. They ain't supposed to ask that.
Right. Well, they do, sadly. But okay, so you are a voter. I had to ask. Okay, so with regards to Trump, you're voting when? Can we ask that?
Wait, say it again.
You're voting when for Trump?
I got my I'm already registered. I just got to run up the street and do mine. I did one earlier this year.
Okay.
But then I'm doing like the final one. I'm doing that I'm going down there like tomorrow.
Okay.
But again, I'm over in the hood, so it's like it's easy to compromise black folks, man. It's easy to confuse us, black, quote unquote, black sisters. It's easy to confuse them, man, with emotions. Okay. And because they not. If you want to have something from black folks, all you gotta do is put it in the book.
Yeah. That's an old joke. All right, hey, I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Area code 601, late night. We're talking about a few topics. Charlamagne has filed a cease and desist. Are you up to speed? Area code 601. Yes. No.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Doing good. Great show as always.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I just want to make a comment about the commercial.
Yes, sir.
I think it was really effective. At the end of the commercial, The guy says Kamala Harris is for they, them. Donald Trump is for you. And they were showing it this weekend during football, all the games, the college on Saturday and NFL on Sunday. So it's already out there. So Charlamagne did do that cease and desist. You're talking about the Streisand effect coming into play. So if you think about it, either way, I think it's a win-win for Trump. And I agree with the last caller. If Kamala gets in there, I think we're screwed. I tried to watch some of her town hall tonight, and it was just the same thing. I grew up in a middle-class family.
The last caller says she's not going to make it. I'm saying that there is a chance because, as you may or may not know, the president is selected, not elected. I mean, we go through the process of voting, and you have to be a part of that process. But ultimately, they select their president. So
there's a chance I'm saying I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But if she does, then the people that's going to be pulling the strings and telling her what to do, the people that told Biden to quit, we don't know who those people are. So, I don't listen to the Breakfast Club because they're just Democratic. It's just the Democratic shows. And to answer your question, Angela Rye does come on when they have a Republican. So they bring her on there to do this.
I saw Jill Stein. Give her that work. I saw that.
Yeah.
But why is
Did you see Byron Donalds give her the work?
I did. Listen, people send me the clips. I don't watch the show, listen to the show by my own, efforts. But people send me stuff. If it has something to do with a topic, I'll try to give it as much attention as possible. But why isn't she in that chair for as long as Just Hilarious has been out? That's my question.
Because she's too busy. She's too busy doing her DNC thing, shaming black people into voting for Kamala.
Okay.
Which is kind of ironic because Kamala isn't black, but I won't get into that. But anyway, I don't want to hold you up. Great show.
Well, no,
I think Charlamagne, they need to stop talking. So, go ahead.
Hold on, stay with me. Any knowledge with regards to the Blade, the new project being delayed indefinitely? Do you know that world? MCU?
Yeah, but to me, the MCU is dead anyway. It's going to be corny, lots of laughs. The MCU is just going downhill. And truth be told, the DC is killing it. I don't know if you've been checking out that Penguin, but that's like the best show on TV right now. Not comic book show, best show, period.
I have not. I heard about it. I have not. But
if you get a chance, check that out.
Did you see the new Joker film?
Nah, because they said it was a musical. So
yeah,
why would I want to see that? I don't do musicals. The first one was kind of like Taxi Driver to me. I thought it was more like a Taxi Driver.
The first one was really good, but the second one, I myself still have not. And I can just go to the free movie website. I'm not interested in a musical like yourself.
They said that the first 30 minutes was okay, but then after that, that's when all the singing. So you got 2 hours worth of singing.
Oh my God, Lady Gaga. Yeah, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, great show. All right.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you. Okay. Let me go to area code 313. Late night. We're chopping up a few topics here. Are you there? Area code 313. Charlamagne.
What's good, Star?
Yes, sir. We're talking about Charlamagne has issued a cease and desist against Donald Trump. You have speed.
I'm gonna start it off like this, Star. I used to think Charlamagne was corny, man. I used to think he was a cornball. Like when he got swung on, almost got dope fever. That man, you got to pay attention to some of the places and some of the people who want to talk to him.
Well, sir, the question is, are you up to speed on the cease and desist? Let's deal with
that. That's what I'm speaking of. So the man got power. I would too. I would give somebody a cease and desist too, who was waiting to be sentenced to go to jail.
Okay.
You understand? He having Jasmine Crockett on the show, all type of big figures on there. I mean, as far as them talking about don't let Kamala in the White House, man, she already in the White House, bro.
Come on.
I don't know what people thinking. I mean, come on, y'all. You know, this it's real. Now the gloves finna come off. It's getting real. I mean, come on, man. What 80-year man want to run for president? He ain't running for president. He running from that jail cell. Okay, he was supposed to be sentenced back on the 18th, but the judges he put in power pushed him to after the election. Said it ain't gonna look good for the election. Now I'm gonna ask you this, Star. Would you hire or be around anybody who got 33 felonies or just to work for you? If they would just say that, you wouldn't want to work for them. So why would you want them to run your country? People just gonna keep ignoring all that, man. That woman is clean, bro.
Well, sir,
she gonna say,
hang on. I'm trying to answer your question. Yes, I have hired people with felonies. I've given all sorts of scum, lowlifes, and degenerates chances. Within the business models that I've set up over the years, and even now, I have a business that has nothing to do with media. You may or may not know about it, and I do hire people that have felony records. So yes, to answer your question.
I mean, I'm saying I ain't got no problem with nobody with felonies. I got homies with felonies, partners with felonies. I'm just saying, come on, man, look what we dealing with. This country is based on law and the Constitution and laws, and he ain't dealing with it. It's not even affecting him one bit. They just pressed Rudy Giuliani for lying about the election fraud. They just pressed him, and they turned his pockets into rabbits.
Two mammies caught a lick.
Yankees ring.
Sir. Two mammies caught a lick. We got to be honest about that one. They caught a lick. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, they caught a lick. We want that Yankees ring, everything. Come out with that Pendleton, that Blanc pen, that Mont Blanc pen. We want all that.
They're taking his Mercedes, part of his penthouse, but we discussed that yesterday. Okay, so with regard,
I'm just saying it's all connected. That's why Charlamagne put the cease-and-desist. He don't fuck with that. My whole point.
You gotta watch the F-bomb, sir. Watch the
sorry
F-bomb.
about that. I didn't even realize I said that. Stop, my bad.
Go ahead.
What I'm realizing is this man, the man is smarter than what I thought.
Okay.
Charlamagne's smarter than what y'all think he is, man. He got that, he got the black effect too. He got a little power over there in the voice, man, because I'm noticing a lot of political figures come on there when they running, So he got some pull, man. Don't underestimate that cat.
Okay.
Yep. So I definitely appreciate the show, Star. I'm gonna let you know, man. Kamala gonna be president.
Okay.
Man, for sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
All right. Florida Boy Jay, you there, sir? Thank you for your patience, Florida Boy Jay.
Man, listen, real niggas is tapping in. It's late, or actually it's an early Thursday morning.
Yeah.
We got some topics. Let's where do you want to start off first?
So you're on the road traveling. I'm not going to say where you're going, but you're up in the sky, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be up in the sky tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's, Halloween weekend.
Now you're not flying. You're not flying Spirit, are you? Because I saw some video footage with rats in the goddamn skylight on Spirit planes. Anybody see that in the live chat?
Listen, Star.
Go ahead.
Delta or Southwest, TSA clear.
Gotcha.
That's only where we're going.
Okay.
We don't need to stand in line with the brokies and the 9-to-5ers and everybody with their kids. Not knows I need to go straight through.
Okay.
You know me here.
Okay.
My face is good. I don't need no
asking,
problem.
Just asking. Okay, so Charlamagne has filed a cease and desist against Trump this past Monday up to speed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think Charlamagne has. I don't think that we should be giving Charlamagne so much political credit. The Breakfast Club, the platform, is why these politicians keep going there. The Breakfast Club is nothing more than the social media version of the black church. You know what I'm saying? For a certain demographic, but politicians can come on that show, pander to an audience. And one thing I do appreciate about the Breakfast Club, be objective. They do have both sides. They have Democrats and Republicans on there. But one thing that they do, they position themselves more on the left. And with Trump doing this ad, it kind of contradicts where Charlamagne and Breakfast Club position themselves. Mm-hmm. And this is the first time they kind of got used. Well, this isn't the first, second, or third time they've been used as a political football tool to their detriment. Well, this is the first time this has been a direct impact and a direct counterproductive thing that Trump did that goes against Kamala Harris's campaign and the people from the Breakfast Club, the people behind the Breakfast Club who pushed the Democratic narrative. I think this was a definite backtracking. This was definite, like, one step forward, two steps back when it comes to the Democratic Party in the face of the Breakfast Club, seeing what they just did there.
Let me jump in there and say I appreciate you, man, because for those who don't know, Florida Boy Jay, he and I talk throughout the day, and I've got the actual transcripts of what Charlamagne said, along with having watched the video. So he did say, with regards to Kamala Harris, that was nuts, quote unquote. And so they took his audio, and he's now saying it was taken out of context. But when you watch the video, it was him responding to her, with regards to, the trans community's offenders in the federal system. Federal system. So it's not, I'm not mad at him, but I mean, kind of seems like he was caught and now he's trying to weasel out of it. Yes, no?
Yes, and this is why Charlamagne and just the black community has lost so much equity. Not just because of the gay jokes or the shicey things he's done behind the scenes, but when it's time to just stand on business about your opinion, okay, yeah, they caught you lacking, they caught the clip. Instead of you coming out saying, yeah, I support Kamala Harris, but just like Trump, just like any other politician, there's things I don't agree with. These are one of those things. But maybe this one thing I don't agree with, or that's crazy to me, it doesn't usurp the main purpose in the other thing Kamala Harris is running on that I'm going to vote for. That's what Charlamagne could have clearly said, but the fact that you are backtracking like a Democratic shield does not add any credence to your reputation when it comes to politics or any serious topics when we know you already have a preconceived position or paid for position.
Okay. Objectively speaking, I don't think that platforms like the Breakfast Club have any real impact in terms of the black diaspora's voting. Black people know who they're voting for. They already know before they listen to a radio show that panders, as you and others have been saying, and has a formula, that's just music intense and a cone fest, if you will. Black people are not that gullible. So I don't think it's that deep. But hey, as a politician or an athlete, entertainer, you're not going to ignore the urban audience or that type of platform that is syndicated. I just had to say that, objectively speaking. Go ahead.
Yeah, and where I do agree with you that nobody's going to the Breakfast Club like how we were, like when I came up, grandma, auntie, parents, we listened to the Tom Jordan Morning Show. You know what I'm saying? We took that a little more seriously than the Breakfast Club. Yeah. So I do understand what you mean by that, just on the spectrum of how serious we would take black radio.
Steve Harvey has influence. The Breakfast Club does not. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying Steve Harvey, who kills them, by the way, nationwide in the ratings. He does. People, they don't know that because they don't understand PPM and ratings, stuff like that. But good. You were saying?
Yeah, just to close out on this topic. When I go down the track record of Charlamagne the degenerate sniffing chairs to Charlamagne trying to pivot to selling panic and anxiety to try to pivot to this political bag before, you know what I'm saying, you sent the blitz. This nigga has deteriorated politically over time, and especially after Bill Maher put him in a body bag a couple months ago, earlier this year. What I'm seeing right now, the bigger picture that I'm seeing right now is that Charlamagne keeps fumbling when it comes to him stepping up in political platforms. You take it more seriously outside the Breakfast Club, and it's just one of many things that's knocking him off where he thinks he's trying to go where he's supposed to be.
Can you send me the Bill Maher discussion? Was that on the Breakfast Club? Bill Maher was on the Breakfast Club?
No, that was on Bill Maher's show.
Okay. Send me the link. I might watch that. Okay.
Definitely. And lastly,
hold on 1 second. Hold on. Stay there. Number 9, are you there, sir? Gene Richmond, are you there? Number 9.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
yes.
Sit tight. I'll be with you in a minute. Hold on. Number 9 is on the line. Be right back. You were saying, Florida Boy Jam? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just trying to wrap up whatever other topics you had. I know you said something about Bronny James, and I didn't know if you had a third topic.
I don't really want to focus on Bronny James. I was just asking, can I get Bronny James updates? I mean, I think he's going to get a sneaker deal before the season's over. But I was more so talking about the Blade franchise and the new film that has been put on hold indefinitely. You up to speed or no?
Oh, yeah, I'm up to speed with that a little bit. The Blade franchise has been getting pushbacks, numerous pushbacks. A lot of it has been kind of controversy on the script and the direction of the script, the tone. We've been hearing rumors that they want to have some type of female lead that was going to have, Blade look like some dumb jock that's being led by a female. Or they were going to have some type of black gay vampire trans situation going on.
Okay,
like,
enough. All right,
they kept
enough. I thought it had to do with Wesley Snipes and Deadpool and Wolverine being such a box office success that they were considering bringing Wesley Snipes back. But listen, I got to bring number 9 in. When are you leaving town? Tomorrow?
Yeah, man, we leaving tomorrow, man. Number 9, Star, appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna holler at you guys. You have a great night.
Send me the link. Send me the link in the picture. You keep saying you're gonna do it and you don't do it.
I gotta take a new picture, man. I gotta take a new picture, man. I'll take one out here.
Take a picture with your phone, man. Come on. Good to talk to you. Travel safe.
No, you got me taking some OG pictures. I got you, man. I'm gonna holler at you off the scene. I got you.
All right. So,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Peace.
Florida boy Jay. Hold on a second. Jane Richmond, aka number 9. How are you, sir? Thank you for tapping in.
Oh, all is well. It's always good to be here on the most controversial but sensational Star Report. Always good to be here.
There you go. You are my official political correspondent, but you were busy earlier, and then you were I guess resting up. Any thoughts? Do you care about Charlamagne issuing a cease and desist this past Monday to Donald Trump over that campaign ad that positioned him in a bad light with regards to Kamala Harris and transgender inmates?
Well, I think it's a political season. I think we're about 12 days away for a monumental election. And I think these vultures, if you will, these pundits, if you will, are going to come out of the woodwork to try to put a halt on the momentum that is already created in the Trump campaign.
Okay.
Donald Trump has faced his fair share and come out as a Goliath. Actually, well, more so David in this story, this epic battle against Trump and his ascension into the next wave of the political hierarchy. But Charlemagne is just a spoke on a wheel of left-wing agitators that are trying to derail this machine. But you cannot derail it because the people have spoken. The people have spoken. And Trump is the next best thing to bringing back the restitution and the American borders and American exceptionalism and the free market. Bring it back to a resurgence.
Very well said.
So America has spoken.